Yeah, who's going to be the one that can just do that little bit better?
Yeah, it's all about control, funny enough. Get them back into their spawn and keep them there. At the moment, the first break, it's not going to go well for Optic. They've got to be careful here. They do not want to let themselves be bottled back in. And that's what they're fighting for. Only one player currently sitting outside, and it's Shotzzy. Could be a big kill. Can he stay alive and get anything else?
Drazah just knowing he needs to stay alive here. Trying to find some picks where he can. Good goal in the first. Shotzzy lining up for the second really good gunfight win. Is that right out for Optic Texas? Potentially, no it isn't. Kenny rotates over. Now all of a sudden, you have actually allowed a door open over towards A, and Optic Texas have got a small route out here.
Illy, that's a huge gunfight as well. Staying alive, gets a second one with a knife as well. Illy is keeping this alive for them. Clock stopped. Octane's looking for them. The rest of Optic want to reinforce. They've got to be careful. It has been contested so far. It actually goes for the chow, and Optic are out.
And that's a tick over towards A. So it's a small win for Optic Texas. Irrelevant what happens in the rest of this round, but here we go. They're starting to fry. They're inside of Arc, and that's where chaos starts to be caused for the defensive team. Optic Texas starting to lock this down. One more opportunity here for the side of LA Thieves. It's Illy who's been here the entire time. He'll get wiped off the map, but it's 2 ticks over towards A, and maybe a route out over towards B.
They're actually desperately trying to win these gunfights and gets the first one onto Kenny. Optic refusing to allow themselves to be put back so far, and Shotzzy flies out, and now they've got to hunt him down. Where is he going? Almost gets a second kill on the Drazah, but it's no good.
Hook alive in bottom heart, and kills still being traded. Optic Texas may well be down on lives here, but we've already seen the damage done over towards A. I'm curious now if Optic Texas even try much here. They may well see if they can find a kill or two. Shotzzy will find one, and now there is a little bit of a gap to try and get yourself out. You managed to make it over towards B, but not quite. Hook finds one in the middle. Still an opportunity here for Optic Texas to do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, it's a desperate run for it as well, and Drazah says, all right, I know where you're sprinting from. However, Illy's still alive, and Octane, though, great centering, eventually will take him down. And with 2 seconds left to go, this should all be locked in. I say that, gunfight going down on it, but it will be over and done with. Highlights there, Optic Gaming did not make it easy for the Thieves. They got ticks, they kept it a little bit chaotic. It is the secret to this map. Do not get fully white and stay in spawn.
2 ticks over towards the side of Optic Texas. And that's a win when you're on these attacking rounds. If you can find anything, and then you move on to your defense and just allow the other team nothing, you're in a really good spot. It's these small, minute differences when it does come down to Fortress control, and it's about being steady all the way through. The side of the LA Thieves, defense is really strong for them. One of the strongest defensive teams in the game when it does come to Fortress control, but that is a stat that is high on every single end from every single team. But they have found a breakout over towards B, or they had done. Shotzzy will find one, it will get traded. LA Thieves, a little bit of a window here.
Hugo unfortunately gets done there as soon as he pops dead silent, so he has to slow his roll just a little bit. Now they're waiting for it. Look at this though from Optic, they are challenging every single angle. They want to put them all over the place, but they've managed to get it. And that's the second tick through. The third tick might be in as well. You can see the stack coming in. And now Optic will have to just settle for A. And Shotzzy, of course, he's being sneaky as per usual.
And he knows that all 4 of them up, so he isn't going to mess with the spawns too much. Pushes all the way around, finds one, can't find the second. And now to the side of Optic Texas, this is still doable. Good shots coming in from Octane, can't find the third. But straight away, I mean, it's a big gunfight win from Hook. And Optic Texas may well still go on to win this round. But the problem is they're going to be behind in ticks heading into rounds 3 and 4.
And that's another big gunfight from Illy. That has put LA Thieves back in the bottle. Drazah may be sitting stables, but he is trying to win a gunfight when Optic are set up. And he wins the first one as well. It all slows down a little bit as it goes for it as well, and it's going to be shut down before anything else can happen. But we're going to see this over and over again now. Optic will cover every angle.
Need to limit the damage being done here. There's going to be a couple of ticks, potentially more, going over towards the side of Thieves. They do have Kenny in a position to cause some issue. Octane will find a first gunfight and a second as well. Pushing in over towards A now. Shotzzy has to defend. Shotzzy has to stay alive. Illy on Overwatch. Shotzzy with a challenge. Really good gunfight win. And that forces Thieves back again. A minute still to go here. That time was extended. Lives just ever so slightly in favor of Optic Texas. But as we have mentioned, those ticks belong to Thieves, irrelevant of what happens in this next 50 seconds.
Big first kill, but Shotzzy's going to try and make an issue for it as well. And Kenny jumps back into the doorway and goes down. Thieves are still not out. Shotzzy being a problem one more time. Will they read this? They aren't. They haven't read it, and Shotzzy, he's behind, already found White, doesn't find anything of it. Shotzzy, will you kill somebody? Like, how on earth? Still alive, still running, still going. Shotzzy still gunning. And while the Thieves are out, they are running out of time. They are running out of places to go.
Just causing chaos. As you said, they revel in it. That's now 5 in a row from Shotzzy. Thieves onto the point though, over towards it, has to win this gunfight and does so. Wonderfully well played from Shotzzy. It's 6 in a row. But it's a defensive round win that's going to click on through unless Thieves can perform some sort of miracle from here. Where Thieves will take the advantage. They managed to get one more tick. The positivity is just the one. It's 2 more seconds. Shotzzy will end the round on a 7 spree. But it will be LA Thieves, maybe the happier of the campers here.
Yeah, Shotzzy being really difficult for LA Thieves to deal with. Shots 2 players, ran away, ran all the way around, come back, killed another player, stayed alive, 7 streak. Easy. I wonder how influential that streak will be as they move into this attack.
That is a big factor. So now we head into another 2 rounds of defense. Both these 2 teams will be looking to keep it under lock and key. But it is the LA Thieves with that 1 tick advantage. And now we'll look to not give anything over towards the side of Optic Texas. But the caveat, a streak available for Shotzzy. That could very well influence how this game goes.
I think it'll probably all be based around the break. No, wait a minute, he's going to use it to break. Here it goes. Can they find the opening? And Dashy already gets one onto Envoy. They look for a second, it's not going to happen, but it has allowed Optic to break out.
That would have been a big kill. Will eventually be found. Shotzzy continues the spree. It now lies at 8. And Optic Texas have found a route out over towards the A side. Envoy trying his best to do something about it. Illy will be there for the trade. Shotzzy eventually has been taken down, but great shots in from Illy. This is now 2 ticks. It's going to be more. Over towards A. So good work from Optic Texas. They used the streak for information and to get them out. It's a big gunfight win from Illy. Trade comes through. A not quite locked in.
Dashy should be able to get this. I don't think they're going to be challenged. Say that, and Traza goes for it and wins a huge gunfight. The tick coming through on the way. Hugh trying to stay alive and doesn't gun Octane. It's a game of inches here, but eventually Optic will not only be able to get out, they will get A.
That's now Optic in a good position, +2. With Optic having to defend themselves still, but there's still a lot of time here to get a hold of B, and somebody you just don't want in art is Shotzzy. 2 streak for him, 20 and 11. He has been causing absolute chaos, just trying to stay alive, and that's as best as you can possibly do. Staying alive in that position is as good as finding kills. And now for Optic Texas. You found some damage in this round. Even if you don't go on to win it, it's a good round from you. But they have time, they have numbers, they have position.
And this may come down to Illy. He's been very, very patient. He's held his position for some time. Dashy already finding Octane. Illy finds Envoy as well. They are out. Dashy looking to make a move. This is a huge gunfight, and he's going to win it. The rest of Optic now reinforcing.
Octane towards the back, though. He's the one that causes the damage. It's only Illy left. 14 lives apiece. Thieves are going to be very, very careful here. They've got pressure over towards the A side to cut off the reinforcements, which are going to come through, but those reinforcements have gunned Kenny out of top arc. Envoy now needs to try and clean house. He knows there will be people here. Good shots from Draza. We'll find 2 shots. He will find 1. That's pretty much clean house from Thieves. You still got to deal with Shotzzy, which is keeping the pressure on LA Thieves. They've got to back down a little bit.
It's a slippery, difficult kill, and he's up top as well. Illy finds a gunfight as well at the same time. LA Thieves are feeding the pressure every single second. Optic are unrelenting. They keep escaping, they keep getting out. Shotzzy eventually goes down, but it's going to be Hugh up top. Hugh wins the gunfight. And Optic trying to get the tower. Oh my God! Gunfight! And now the pressure comes. Dash and Illy moving towards the side as well. Optic's going to be here. He gets gunned. Optic Texas find themselves in a good position to get through. Kenny will find 1.
This is disastrous now for Thieves. You've got to move back into position. You've got to find the kills. Can it be hooked to clean things up? That's 4 dead. There's just no respawns remaining. There's no time. There's no hope for Thieves in this one. It'll take a minor miracle to try and get this back in.
The tick is done. No, wait a minute. It is done. Optic Texas find an attack on the control. They hit the accelerator from the start of that round and never relented. Thieves were never comfortable. They never had the opportunity to slow anything down.
They never had control around Art and around the middle of the map. That was the big problem. even if they're not finding kills, players like Shotzzy, etc., I mean mainly Shotzzy, staying alive in those positions is so crucial. Because Thieves are like, okay, yeah, we got 3, but where's Shotzzy? We've got to deal with him because he'll pinch behind us. And then because of that, the rest of Optic Texas have a free road out of their spawn and a really good opportunity to go back into the lead in this series. Can they pin them back, or can Thieves do a madness and tie it up?
And this is the difficulty now. Oh, Illy!
Oh, that's 3 dead.
They're going to be out here as well. Shotzzy looking to just try and slow them down just a bit, but he gets hit by concussive stuns. Envoy's going to find that first kill onto him as well. That first tick is going through onto LA Thieves. They are desperately trying to bring this one back as well. Another player is gone. Dadashi takes bullets to the face, but alive. Eventually jumps through and finds 2 kills as well. Octane gets his one back. It's contested. They know
That's
where they
gone,
are,
it's
but
gone.
B is done and dusted. It is a fast attack there from LA Thieves, but it is not over. They still have to do the hard work. They have to get into A, and they cannot afford to be wiped.
Hook will find the first kill on the Kenny to just slow things down. They're still in a good position to win this round, but they need to clean Thieves out. For Thieves, you've got to stay alive somewhere. You can see they're all spread out, playing their lives. They know their job is still difficult here. Octane, 22 and 17, has had a hell of a game. Kills been traded, and still alive if you're Octane is a crucial part of the LA Thieves plan to get a hold of it.
Yeah, I just want him to stay out, but he also has to be a factor. Optic will lock the rest of his team away. They're not really focusing on him anymore. They're making him irrelevant before it. And you can see Octane's trying to find something back. 3 kills down already. Huke is out though. He's the only player left who might be able to do something. Trophy's down. And here comes Optic, the green wall, looking to strike Huke. They know where he is. Shotzzy already finds one on him as well, and he finds a second. Drata will get one back on a Willy, and Huke comes clutch! 4 streak for Huke. He stops Thieves dead.
And it may well be 2 ticks for the side of Thieves, and they know they've still got a good opportunity here, but they get forced back into their spawn, and now you've got to run the gauntlet. Hook will be the first one to fall. Kenny finds a breakout, a small bit of respite for the side of Thieves to find a way through, but trades do not work in the favor of the LA Thieves right now, as Shotzzy will find more. 24 and 21, he's slowed down in this round, but he's in the position that Optic Texas need him to be. Envoy will find another. Lives in the favor of the LA Thieves, ticks in the favor of LA Thieves, but they have to get out the spawn. It's still a hard job to do.
And this is the problem. Optic are in the better position. 1 tick might as well be a million. They have to wipe and get out of that spawn. Teams have got entire rounds unable to move. Optic only have to hold them for 30 seconds to win this. Octane takes down Kenny. That's not what you want to see if you're a Thieves fan. Shotzzy finds another one. Thieves are now staggered. 22 seconds left to go as Huke continues to pile on the pressure. Shotzzy flying out down to Kenny. But it is so far. And it might not be enough. Last roll now for the Thieves. Here they go. What are they doing already? Envoy gets 1. Kenny has another. Illy holding the gate down. He goes. Envoy is there. Shotzzy has to be magic for them as well.
He's got to go.
The walls in and down he goes. LA Thieves find it with 5 seconds to go. And this control is not done. We have 1 more round for you. And I don't know how on earth they found the nerve and the temerity to break out in the dying seconds.
I can't remember who has the most ticks, to be honest with you. It's so stressful. Switching sides, which means Thieves have the ticks. It's their turn to defend. Optic Texas have done it before. Thieves have also held a defense throughout this as well. Got to be kicking yourselves if you're Optic Texas. The fact that you didn't go on to win that, but as said, they've done it before. Can they do it again?
Here we go. Break influential on this. They've won the attacking rounds. They've managed to keep the door open as well. Already you can see Optic slowly but surely getting up to that point as well. Illy wins another huge gunfight. He's been so influential today.
He has been causing havoc, but as has Octane. Dashi finds a route through. Needs some reinforcements, which is what Kenny will try and cut off. Hook in this position with Presumer Vaznev is never going to be able to do much here, but Envoy with the Vaznev there in the perfect position. Shotzzy's found a way out over towards Beto, but he's been gunned, and all of a sudden that's 4 dead. Thieves in prime position to hold down this defense now.
And here we go. Optic have to break it. They have to break it, and Kenny already gunning a 6 streak for him. Thieves looking to lock this. We've seen teams do it before. It is rare to get a break in this scenario. They're desperate for it. Optic want out. They want to get towards this point.
It's going to take a monumental effort for Optic Texas to find a way out, and not just find a way out, but get A and B. There's so many lives behind now, and the challenge just keeps on coming from the side of Thieves. Shotzzy finds a way through. No, he does not. Kenny just keeps on going. Dashy with a spawn side over towards the stables, but it's still such a difficult push. 25 seconds to go.
They're just trying to lock them in here as well. The human turret is firing on all cylinders. Kenny's calling it in now. He says, nobody is escaping my wrath. Nobody is getting out of this yet. Oh, and he finds two at the same time. Optic down to 9 lives. 13 seconds left to go. They have not broke the lock. They have not managed to find a gap in Thieves' defense. And it is done. It is dusted. It is over. And the control goes to Thieves as Optic falter in the final round.
Just no way through. LA Thieves lock it down and say absolutely not. Not even a threat. From the side of Optic Texas, who were the ones who found that first attack. But Thieves did a wonderful job to then answer back with one of their own. And again, Kenny is having a hell of a game. Much better from Drazah in that one as well. A big win now for the side of the LA Thieves, who have one small step in that losers bracket final.